Alright, how's it going, people? Thank you so much for watching my videos, and one of you had requested me to make a video on how to make the Interceptor touring friendly. Thanks to Viv Designs that sent me a top rack for the Interceptor. Today's video is going to be installation of the top rack, which is really utilitarian and comes in handy if you're taking an Interceptor to the mountains or anywhere. Let's begin. And this is the product. This is made up of steel and is powder coated black. This looks something like that. Matte powder coated finish. I read somewhere that it's about 1.1 kilos. Not that heavy, but it's really solid. And it also comes with these brackets. This is of steel and powder coated. It also comes in polished steel and brushed steel 3mm. This is fantastic. Let's just put it on. Before you begin, it is always a good thing to put the motorcycle on its center stand, which is as easy as that. And it also comes with these bolts, these custom bolts. They are of really good quality. Comes with its washers also. All steel bolts, so it's all rust proof. I would need a 12mm socket. I need to unscrew these OEM bolts, which are of 12mm, which is pretty easy to do. These are threaded bolts, so you need not worry about them coming loose. There you go. It's not chewed up, so that's of decent quality, I would say. Same thing with the other bolts. There you go. One more. Same thing with the other side. Whoa, this is not threaded at all. Well, good to know. Once you are working on your motorcycle, only then you get to know about these things. And that's the last of them. Okay, one thing I'm noticing here is these are the bolts that are provided by Viv Designs. And this is the OEM bolt. OEM bolt already has a sort of a washer on it. It will not be of appropriate length. Hence, using the bolts provided by Viv Designs makes much more sense. The only thing is, instead of a socket wrench, I'll be using an Allen key. Let's get to it. This uses a 6mm Allen key. And what I've realized is, instead of fully tightening them up, just leave a little wiggle room so that they can move around. What that does is, because these sockets, these holes are very close, they would need to be aligned properly. If you tighten these brackets up a lot, then you might not get that extra wiggle room to install this top plate. Let me just quickly loosen these up. There you go. That should be plenty enough. Now it does come with Allen bolts. One goes on top of like this, and the other one just escaped. Yes, I was right. And this will go right here. And finally, the last one, this would go right here. Okay, so first I'll tighten these up, and once they are done, I'll tighten the ones from here. Is this also No, it's not. It's 10 millimeter. Of course, I need to change this. Easy peasy. And the tricky part is going to be holding on to these down here. Good thing I have a spanner. Yay, the setup works. That's enough. It should hold. Just the washer and the nut will go right on top. There you go. Come on. Done. And once you have done this, then you can use the 6mm Allen key and just tighten these bolts. There you go. And now on the other side. There, done. And this is how that top rack looks. I think it looks decent. And what I really like about this top rack is that there are plenty of loops for you to just attach your bungee cords and just make your luggage that much more secure. This is pretty good. And it's matte black. Now I've been told this can take up to 6 kilos of weight, which is plenty for you to mount your luggages. And speaking of luggage, I've packed just enough for a week's trip to Dehradun. I'm not going to bore you about what all I've packed in the same dirt bag that I used to go on Ladakh trip, but let's mount that luggage. Okay, this is that bag that I used for mounting luggage on the Himalayan as well. And thanks to this mounting plate, you get about this much space to mount your luggage, and the rider gets plenty to move around back and forth. Also, if I want, I can add 2 luggages right here, one here and one here. That's really, really good. I'm going to be mounting luggage like that because it's just singular one. And these are the same straps that I used for the Himalayan. You might remember all this. One is a loop and one is a G hook. The concept is the same. This G hook will go to this place right here. There you have it. And I'm using this sort of a loop to loop the strap on this point right here and just bring it right here. Might as well use the hook to bring it from underneath here so that it's more secure. Make it more secure. That's it. And now the same thing, just use the strap, insert it through this loop. I'm going to use this only, that's more secure. And last one, I'll use the G hook to put it right here. Use it that ways, and it comes from underneath. Where's the loop? Yep, right here. And now, strap management. There you go. Nice and neat, nothing should be dangling. This will go here. Done. That is pretty neat. Let me show you a close up. I've mounted it like this. There are no loose straps on this. It goes one loop on the bracket, and underneath, like here is the hook, and it comes on to like that. It's a little bit tilted to this side because I've tightened this place too much. And this is how I will look when I sit on it. I have plenty of room to just go back and forth. See that room? All that room? This is pretty good. I can easily mount one more luggage right here, or have a carry-on pack on my shoulders, or a hydration pack that is, and still be comfortable while I'm riding the bike. It's pretty good. So this was the installation video on installing the top rack on the Interceptor. Do let me know your thoughts and comments about this video. I read and respond to all. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Shri out.